Hello, I'm Dr. Varun. I'm a consultant psychiatrist. To tell something about myself, I love reading books as well as, I love doing a lot of exercise. I'm a family member. Um, and the reason why I'm making this video is a lot of the people have asked me about how do I manage to buy books and what is my strategy of managing money to buy books. To answer this question, first of all, I have to be honest and tell that I don't consider buying books as, spending too much of money. For me, buying book is a long-term investment. The reason why I say so is consider my brain as a software. For a software, you need new software to install, and book is one of the easiest way for me to have more knowledge. Um, so let us jump to straight away to how I managed to buy a lot of books. When I get my salary, automatically £100 is deducted per month from my salary. So in some time, I'm not even aware that the money has already been deducted from my salary. The way I spend £100 is I consider £100 as an investment for the way I spend £100 is I divide between my running races and reading books. Normally, normal book cost around, let us say, between uh, 10 to £12, and the maximum expensive book that I get is £20. I don't intend to buy any books which is expensive than £20. In a month, I tend to buy 4 or 5 books depending on my choices of books. The rest of the money it goes in booking the running races. Running race cost me around roughly between 25 to £26. Um, Compared to last year, I did 34 running races, but this year I have minimized my running races to 8 races. By doing that, I save a lot of money, which I can invest in buying books. Um, yeah, this is how I spend and buy a lot of books. Books, I am very possessive about books. And when I read my books, I'm a very old school. I still prefer to highlight. I prefer to jot down some of the things which I'm not clear in my books. When I read my books, what I also tend to do is, since English is not my first language, when I find some interesting word, I tend to Google it and try to listen the actual accent of how to pronounce in British English as well as American English, and I tend to repeat those sentence few times so I can actually get the real accent which I meant, and it also helps my vocabulary on the long run. I also tend to read literature which is in Nepali. Sometimes I also tend to read books which are written in Hindi. Hindi and Nepali language, they use the same script, so it's easy for me to read. When I'm reading a book, right now I'm currently invested in this book. It's called Freedom from the Unknown. So I tend to spend 25 pages per day, but since this book is only 125 pages, so the pacing that I'm going for is 30 to 35 pages. So this book, right now I am in 75 pages. So this leaves me around 50 pages. So today I'm going to go with 30 pages, and by tomorrow I'm going to finish this book. When I read a book, the other important thing I tend to do is a bit of journaling. So whatever I've read, like today, I spend like 10 or 15 minutes to write in my journal books the lessons that I've learned. So the next day, when I wake up, I try to implement the lessons which I've learned from reading the books. Uh, my mindset is the number one thing. So in order to change the world, you need to change the way you think. It's only possible if you can update and continuously adapt, evolve, and change. Uh, so this is what I have to say about reading books. Thank you very much.